Hey guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Manila. Manila's got some serious flooding going on up there, as they always do. But today they got 14,000 people displaced because of flooding, and they're expecting at least 3 more days to the monsoon rain. So we've been getting hit by heavy rains here. I'm lucky I live up on a hill. I live about 423 feet up in the air, and we have a big canyon behind us, and my house, my place slopes down towards that canyon, so we don't have to worry about the rain where I live, fortunately. And that if that canyon ever flooded, it'd be pretty bad. I mean, because that canyon drops down probably about 40 feet. So I mean, we'd have to have really torrential rains to reach that level, and it's never reached that level before. But anyway, in Manila, I've been in Manila when they're flooded, and the buses just go right through it. Cars can't go through it because it floods them right up to the door, and it starts going into the car a lot of times. So Manila right now is basically off limits for people that like to go to Mall of Asia, places like that, unless you take a bus or whatever, and you can get through it and push through it. But there are 14,000 people displaced right now, living in emergency evacuation centers that are filling those places up because their homes are flooded or what have you. And it's expected to be more probably in the next 3 days, because the rain's not stopping. And our area here, like I said, we're lucky here in Tracy Martirez that we don't get that much flooding. I mean, maybe minor flooding in some low-lying areas or something like that, but other than that, we don't see that much. We don't see that much at all here. And most of the towns around me, same thing. We don't see that much flooding because we're too high up, So, but most of the flooding goes on in Manila. I mean, there's not a lot of good drainage in Manila, things like that. But it's also what it's doing is it's stopping some stuff from being shipped. So that'll cause more problems than we already have here. When you go to a restaurant or something like that, they might be telling you, "Sorry, Po, no stock." So it's just the way it is in the Philippines. But I just want to throw that out there. For anybody that needs to go into Manila, I would kind of stay away for at least a week or something like that, and let it all drain away, unless it starts raining again. But they're saying the next 3 days we're expecting more torrential rains, more floods, things like that around the Manila area. So it's just a good place to stay away from right now. I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, 14,000 people displaced. It's kind of sad to hear that about these people, because these people a lot of them are already poor already, and that just makes life a lot harder for these people. But one thing you can say about the Filipino people is they're resilient. They always overcome. They really do. They always overcome. I've seen people on the streets of Manila up there, and I've actually helped a few of them myself. And they were homeless on the streets, and now they're back on their feet again. And, when you see people like that, sometimes it's good to help them out, and when you go by those people, at least give them something, just give them something. I mean, you can tell which ones are scammers and which ones aren't, but they all need a little bit. I'm not saying help everybody. If you see a large crowd of them around you, I wouldn't give them money, because then they're all going to come over to you and ask you for money. When you're going by and you see these people living in the streets, and if you notice on some of my videos, some of the videos that I did up in Manila, there's people out in the streets with all their furniture and everything. And God bless those people, man, in these torrential rains, because those people are living in this monsoon season. They're living out there on the streets. They don't have a home. Those are the people I worry about the most, because all their stuff is getting physically wet, damaged, and they're trying to get back off the street. And this is causing them even more havoc and more problems. And those are the people you really got to feel for during these situations. When I was going by those people, walking by them on the streets, I had my friend with me, and I usually give him some money to carry for me to pay for the rides and stuff like that. I just don't like dealing with that, because it's just a pain. So I let him deal with it. But I as I'm going by, I usually give those people like 100 pesos, 200 pesos, 300 pesos, something like that, because I know they really need it to get off the streets. And if any of you expats are up there after this flooding stops, and you see those people, You know, those are the people we want to help out the most. You know, seriously, those are the people, because we're going to see more of those people now because of the floods. You know, because some of those people will go back to their homes and they'll probably be unlivable for quite a while. You know, and we'll see some of those people out in the streets because some of those people probably rented those homes or whatever, and the landlord will probably tell them, "Hey, I'm not going to rent to you because I got to fix the place up now, or whatever." So just keep that in mind, guys, when you're walking the streets. You know, I mean, God bless those people. You know, I really feel bad for those people during times like this. But anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. I did want to put this out there. You know, just as a kind of a reminder. You know, be aware, guys. You know, these people need it. They need a kind of a cash infusion right now. And, you know, as expats, some of us have a little extra in our pockets, and we have the ability to help them. But anyway, guys, take care. God bless.